I recall, in the past, the rant was called the Chairman's Report, but I'm going to stick it to a rant because I'm very frustrated. So, I come to this building every day for hours upon hours, as well as many of my board members, even volunteer residents of this community, like Diane Christobeck, who is running our website as a volunteer and posting all of the important information for the citizens in this community to be aware of when our meetings are, to Brian Azzi, who spent almost a whole Sunday with me fixing these microphones, as well as volunteering for the rec board, or Karen Stroop and Eileen Ankney that have been here for 40 hours a week since the 27th of September as volunteers to answer the phones and make board packets, as well as cleaning this building, because apparently whoever was doing that was canceled by the prior board. I've been overwhelmed with how many people have stepped up and to all of the vacancies on all of our boards we've had. Because our prior board of supervisors chose to appoint themselves and their family members to so many boards, their mass exodus left this community in somewhat of a state of emergency. With that being said, I've also been very frustrated with communication between us as a board and our zoning officer and our zoning hearing board. We have had people coming in and mailing checks for permits that we have no idea what they're for or any paperwork to do with them. Our zoning hearing board scheduled a meeting the same day as the Tuscany's HOA was using the building last week. The door was not posted, the website was not posted, because even though we have been here since September 26th, we were never, October 26th, we were never notified of the zoning hearing by either our zoning officer or our zoning hearing board chairman. That board does not work, nor does any other board in this community work independently of Union Township. We are all in this together. And if this is your Union Township Board of Supervisors, and if you cannot work with us as one of our boards, suggest that you leave with the others, because we are trying our best to work with everybody. But you have to work with us. We are your Board of Supervisors. We're very willing. We want what's best for this community, but it is getting more and more frustrating. If you have a problem with us, communicate with us. We're doing the best we can with the mess we were left. I recently spent 2 hours working with the part-time treasurer we hired in the interim on Sunday to make sure that there was money on the debit card account in order to order online items that were requested by our rec board for the Santa breakfast that they were promised by our prior board, $1,000 to have a breakfast with Santa. Just to get an email the next day from Amazon that the card was declined. I then had to take the next day to call Brentwood Savings Bank to see why, because we had put money on that account. Just to find out the card that was left locked in the treasurer's office was canceled by somebody. I'm not sure who felt that they were authorized to shut off that card, but you can bet that when I'm done paying for the breakfast with Santa myself, so that the children will not be disappointed, I will find out who shut the card off. I've had it with the amount of problems that we have had to continually and have to deal with because of the incompetence, the personal politics, the spitefulness, or the cluelessness of others. If it continues, we're going to be forced to do something about it. It is a continual thing. I want my community to move forward. I want it to grow in a responsible way, as well as everyone who has stepped up here and to the other boards. We love this community. We want what's best for the community. We want to move on and make this a nice place to live and raise your families. But give us a break, because we are doing the best that we can here in the situation that we have inherited.